I was miserable, literally miserable. Life is mine and the world is watching, so I'll give them something unforgettable. I'm gonna tell things I never told anyone, I never shared even with my best friends. Or hello, assalamu alaikum, welcome back to Yumne Unfiltered. Let me first of all wish all of you happy Eid. मेरी तरफ से आप सबको बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा Eid Mubarak. I hope you enjoy this day with your family, with your friends. This is my first Eid in Germany, and of course I miss my family and my friends. I'm sending my love and wishes, best wishes to all of you in Pakistan or anyone who is celebrating Eid today. आज की वीडियो बहुत स्पेशल होने वाली है because I'm gonna tell things I never told anyone, I never shared even with my best friends or my family. So this video is gonna be special for me, and I am really happy to talk about this today. Many people in the comment section asked me how I became fluent in speaking English and how I became so confident. So आज की video is all about my journey of speaking English and becoming confident. I didn't study in a fancy school. मैं एक हजार टाउन के बहुत छोटे स्कूल में पढ़ती थी. प्राइवेट स्कूल फीस तब 500 रुपीस थे, 500 पाकिस्तानी रुपीस. एंड देन आई वेंट टू इस्लामिया गर्ल्स कॉलेज ऑफ कोयटा. वहाँ पे तब फीस 1700 थी. I graduated in I did my intermediate in 2019. मैं फीस का इसलिए mention कर रही हूँ because just to let you know that it was not a fancy school. I didn't get any fancy education. Then I went to Punjab University, which is a public university, and people barely talk in English there. Class fellows, teachers, everybody prefer to talk in Urdu. और पाकिस्तान में overall ही people do talk in Urdu. They don't talk in English most often. Then I started job पे भी थोड़ा आपस में तो उर्दू में बात करते थे, but खैर वैसे हम इंग्लिश में बात करते थे. So I started learning English as a second language when I was in 6th grade. 6th क्लास में मैंने इंग्लिश अकेडमी ज्वाइन कर लिया था. द वेरी थिंग आई लाइक्ड अबाउट हज़ार टाउन और माई ओन कम्युनिटी, जहाँ पे मैं रहती थी, वहाँ पे हर 2 गली में आपको कोई लैंग्वेज सेंटर मिलेगा, क्योंकि वहाँ हमारे लोग काफ़ी बाहर जाते हैं, आउट ऑफ द कंट्री जाते हैं. सो वहाँ पे इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज अकेडमीज़ बहुत होती है. जितने मदरसे नहीं होते उतने लैंग्वेज अकेडमीज़ होते हैं. सो आई वेंट टू पॉइंटर्स अकेडमी व्हेन आई वाज इन 6th grade. वो भी बहुत छोटा सा, मतलब इतनी कोई बड़ी लैंग्वेज अकेडमी नहीं थी, फैंसी लैंग्वेज अकेडमी नहीं थी. वहाँ पे मैंने पढ़ा था. 6th क्लास में मैंने अपनी इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज लर्निंग की जर्नी स्टार्ट की थी. एंड 7th क्लास में 2 साल के अंदर आई got my diploma of finishing or completing learning English as a second language. And then I started teaching English when I was in 10th class. और फिर 2-2.5 साल तक I taught English as a second language when I was in Hazar Town, when I was in my hometown. But back then, I was not very confident in speaking. Even if I was teaching, even if I was among the people who were talking in English, but I was not confident neither. I was very fluent. But let me also mention that I started debating from 5th class. I still remember I participated in a debate competition in my language academy, and I got first position. I was very happy, and मुझे बहुत बड़ी trophy भी मिली थी. And when I went home, my aunt was there, my mother, and everybody was there, and they were like, "ये अपने कद से बड़ी trophy लेकर आई है." And I still remember that compliment. I was like a kid back then. तो मेरी journey वहीं से start हो गई थी. Number 1 rule that worked for me all my life is speak with confidence. Speak like your words have weight. Speak like people are waiting to hear you. Act like your life is the biggest blockbuster of the year. And when you speak with such confidence, तो fluency खुद ब खुद आ जाती है. I was very confident, even overconfident when I was a kid. Back then, when you are a kid, you always remember yourself how confident you were when you threw your opinion on the table, or when you talked about anything, or when you expressed about anything. तो मैं भी आप सब की तरह अपने बचपन में बहुत overconfident थी, and I used to not shy. मैं बोल देती थी कुछ भी. But when you grow up, when you become a teenager, I don't know about others, but I became very conscious. तो मैं बहुत कॉन्शियस हो गई थी अबाउट माई लुक्स, अबाउट माई बॉडी, द वे आई स्पीक, द वे आई लुक. तो जब आप कॉन्शियस होके बोलते हो देन यू आर नॉट फ्लुएंट एट ऑल, बिकॉज आपके जहन में बात नहीं चल रही होती, कुछ और ही चल रहा होता है. नंबर वन rule that worked for me is speak with confidence. If I'm not confident about anything, I cannot speak at all. And confidence is something you can learn. It is not an inborn quality. I earned and learned confidence. मैं अपने as I told मैं अपने बचपन में बहुत confident थी, but as a teenager I became conscious. People comment about your weight, people comment about your skin, they comment about your hair, and they comment about everything that you cannot change. ये मेरी तरफ से जो भी viewers है देख रहे हैं, this is one small request from my side. Don't compliment someone on something they cannot change. Like for example, don't compliment someone on their eyes. Your eyes are not pretty, or your eyes looks this way, or your nose is like that, because it is something they cannot change. When anyone compliments me about something which I cannot change and which I didn't make, वो हर दफा आप आईने में देखते हो, शीशे में देखते हो, you remember that. Like the other person complimented about my nose is not perfect, I'm not pretty, so it always remains with them. Please don't ever compliment anyone like that. Confidence ki journey is like this. When I am prepared for something, like I'm confident like this, and when I'm not prepared for something, or when I don't know something, my confidence somehow shatters, but I don't let people know that. That's something I fake confidence. And then people sometimes imagine, oh my gosh, she's so confident. Most of the time I am now, but I used to fake it a lot, and then it's the day that even if I fake it, people don't catch it. And you can do the same. I remember जब मैंने पहली दफा debate किया था, I was in 5th class. I went to speak or give my speech on the stage. I was not nervous at all, because तब मैं इतनी छोटी थी कि मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि confident नहीं होना या कि आपने hesitate करना है. मेरे दिमाग में वो थी नहीं, वो चीज़ें थी नहीं कि आपने डरना है स्टेज पे जाके. But then when I became a teenager, I was in 9th class, I guess. I was in 9th class और मैं debate करने जा रही थी stage पे. For the very first time, my hands were shaking and my heart was like, it was beating so fast. तो मुझे पहली दफ़ा वो फील हुआ कि यार मुझे डर लग रहा है, and that was a very new feeling. Then there are two people who work on building that confidence again, and there are people who remain with that feeling for their lifetime. I chose to work on my confidence, to learn confidence, and I earned confidence. Not only learned, but earned confidence. कैसे? Let me tell you. मैं जब किसी चीज़ के बारे में मेरे पास इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं होती या मैं प्रिपेयर नहीं होती, तब I'm not confident at all. I'm not confident talking about that topic or that thing. But when I know something, nobody can stop me like talking about that. Like class में भी अगर मुझे किसी सवाल का जवाब मुझे आता है, तो अगर मैं हाथ नहीं उठाती तो मेरे पेट में कुछ होने लगता है कि भाई हाथ उठाओ तुम्हें आता है. So I'm like that. If I know something, I can speak about it. Knowing is confidence. Self-awareness is confidence. When you know about yourself, you can express better yourself. When you know about any topic, you can express or you can talk about that topic. So the very first thing for being confident is knowledge. Increase your knowledge about anything, about yourself, about life, about different topics, about your field, about your career. Then you will see you will automatically have things to say, and when you have things to say, you are confident somehow. मुझे 9th class में पहली दफ़ा on stage my hands were shaking. I figured it out. I looked at people who were confident, whose hands were not shaking. I was like, what is this feeling? Like I never felt this feeling, and then it's gradually were more intense. तब मैं 10th में थी, first year, second year में थी, तो वो जो मेरे दिल की धड़कनें स्टेज पे ज़ोर ज़ोर से धड़कती थी, वो ज़्यादा होने लगी, because I didn't work on confidence, but I looked at people around me. I looked at my friends who were confident. I looked at the personalities I admire were confident. मैं बहुत ज़्यादा वीडियोज़ देखती थी. You won't believe me, प्रियंका चोपड़ा की, मलाला यूसुफजई की. I don't know how many of you know the Komal Pandey, एक कोई Instagram influencer है. She's very confident. She's, I think, an artist. She's very pretty, very bold, and I like the way she talks. So मैं उन सबको follow करती थी, and the only thing I picked from them is to learn how bold they are, to learn how confident they are. Priyanka Chopra is not my favorite actress, but I watch every of her in interviews. I love her interviews more than I love her movies because she talks with so much confidence. She has so much confidence in herself. Though same is the case with Malala Yousafzai. Politically उनके बहुत इख्तलाफात चल रहे होते हैं, but I only focus on things that I need to learn. I have watched every video of Malala Yousafzai that is available on the internet. उनके Nobel Award के speech, वैसे उनकी हर इंटरव्यूज़ पॉडकास्ट वगैरह एमा वाटसन के साथ बाकी इंटरव्यूअर्स के साथ मैंने देखी है, एंड आई लव एवरी वर्ड दैट शी स्पीक्स बिकॉज शी स्पीक्स विद सो मच कन्विक्शन, विद सो मच बोल्डनेस कि उनकी जो नॉर्मल भी बात चल रही होती है वो भी अफेक्ट करती है, हिट करती है. सो आई डोंट नो इफ दे विल एवर बी वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो और इफ दे विल एवर नो दैट देयर इज समवन इन द वर्ल्ड who is confident just by watching them, because I learned confidence from them. The confidence that I admired in them was already in me, waiting for me to claim it. The same is the case with you. The confidence that you admire in me is already in you, and that's waiting for you to claim it. I'd also give one message to all the teenagers or to all the person watching me. If you're in your teenage, stop letting boys waste your time. I don't know if I don't know if I should talk about it or not. In this age, there would be boys coming in your life just to shatter your confidence, just to waste your time. For 1 week, आप ये काम करो. You just stop talking to boys for 1 month. 1 month अगर ज़्यादा है, 1 week कर लो. 1 week अगर ज़्यादा है, 2 दिन कर लो. In those 2 days, you will realize how much time you have left for yourself. आपके पास बहुत time बचा होगा, because in this age, boys will come who will drain your energy, who will be so poisonous, and who will shatter your confidence. And stop speaking to every other guy. Don't do that with yourself. Don't mess up with your brain. Stay away from poisonous people. Not only boys, even girls. Because मेरे school में ऐसे friends थे जो बहुत poisonous थे, toxic. They were my friends, but they were not my friends at all. ऐसे भी मेरे friends थे जो exam के दिन मेरा practical मेरे bag से उठा लेते थे, और and I was like, where is my practical copy? Because उसके पूरे 10 marks होते थे और वो marks गए तो it was like we worked all the year for that one practical copy, और अगर वो उसी दिन आपके पास ना हो तो that's very stressful. So stay away from such friends, stay away from such poisonous people, whether they are boys, whether they are girls, and you'll see how much time you have left for yourself, how much positive you are, and how much growth will be there in your way. What is the difference between you and anyone you admire? Nothing. They've got the same thing, same body, same brain, same equipments. The only thing that differs is that they chose to be the main character of their lives. I did the same. I was like, this life is mine and the world is watching, so I'll give them something unforgettable. And I've stopped wasting my energy on meaningless connection, meaningless friendships, meaningless people around me. I have realized that energy is the most expensive, powerful currency in the world. More than dollars, more than euros, more than bitcoins or whatever coins, digital coins is going on. Energy is the most powerful currency, because when you invest your energy, it doesn't come back. Please stop thinking that you have unlimited amount of energy, because energy वो खर्च होती है, दिमाग वो खर्च होता है. So आप इनको सही चीज़ों पे खर्च करो. Going back to my confidence journey, I used to be very miserable in my teenage. बचपन में तो मैं बहुत confident थी, और I think सारे बच्चे ही होते हैं. But then at teenage I became very miserable. I always looked at the mirror and criticized myself. I talked very badly about myself with myself. I used to not like my face, used not to like my hair, my body, and I didn't like anything about me, and I was miserable, literally miserable. But then I started working on myself. When unpleasant things in your life happen, you choose to become either wounded or wise. I chose to be wise. कॉन्फ्रेंस की जर्नी में जो सबसे मुझे ज़्यादा हेल्प हुई है वो प्रियंका चोपड़ा, मलाला यूसुफजई, कोमल पांडे और बहुत सारे और भी लोग होंगे यूट्यूब पे जिसको मैं फॉलो करती हूँ, जिसके स्पीचेस मैं सुनती हूँ, उन्होंने मेरी हेल्प की। सेकेंडली मैंने डिबेट बहुत किया था तो उसने हमेशा मुझे फ्लुएंसी में हेल्प की है। मेरी प्रोनाउंसिएशन इंग्लिश में थोड़ी इसने मेरी हेल्प की है, बिकॉज व्हेन यू वो तो मैं रटती थी 5th 6th 7th क्लास में या स्कूल टाइमिंग में जब भी मैं डिबेट करती थी, वो तो मैं रट लेती थी। हमारा स्क्रिप्ट होता था, स्क्रिप्ट भी मैं खुद लिखती थी बाय द वे। तब चैट जीपीटी भी नहीं होता तो मुश्किल। स्टार्टिंग माय जॉब, उस जॉब ने मुझे बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस दिया बिकॉज आई स्टार्टेड लर्निंग, आई वाज फाइनेंशियली फ्री एंड आई वाज एबल टू कंट्रीब्यूट इन माय होम फाइनेंसेस। घर के जो खर्चे होते थे, आई यूज्ड टू कंट्रीब्यूट इन दैट एज वेल। दैट इज समथिंग दैट इंस्टिल्ड अ लॉट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस इन मी. Next step for becoming fluent in English is practice tongue twisters. I used to practice tongue twisters a lot. ये नहीं कि आपने रूटीन में इन चीज़ों को अपने ऐड कर देना है, बट आप ये चीज़ें अपने जहन में रखो और जब जब आपको याद आए आप करो। आपके जहन में जब होता है कि मैंने ग्रो करना है तो फिर वो आप अपने जहन में बस उस चीज़ को रखो रखो और वो चीज़ आप आहिस्ता आहिस्ता करने लगते हो। तो टंग ट्विस्टर भी मैं करती थी, लाइक बेरी बोरा बीटर बटर, बेरी बोरा बीटर बटर, आइसक्रीम यू स्क्रीम वॉल स्क्रीम फॉर आइसक्रीम, आइसक्रीम यू स्क्रीम वॉल स्क्रीम फॉर आइसक्रीम। तो मैं टंग ट्विस्टर्स बहुत करती थी। टंग ट्विस्टर से जो आपकी फ्लुएंसी है वो काफ़ी अच्छी हो जाती है। थर्ड टिप है थिंक इन इंग्लिश। नो अबाउट अदर्स बट इवन इफ I pray God, I pray in English. Please, please, God, give me this. Please, please, Allah, give me this, give me that. I don't know about others, but I pray in English. I talk to God in English. I say please, please, please in my every prayer. Fourth tip for me was watch and mimic. I used to watch Priyanka Chopra, I used to watch Malala Yousafzai, and I used to mimic her. I know every of her line in her speeches, in her interviews. तो मैं उनको मिमिक भी करती थी, उनके जैसे बोलना शुरू मैंने कर दिया था. Last but not the least, जो सभी कहते हैं और सभी से ही कहते हैं, write, read and listen in English. I started reading books when I was in 8th class. I also used to give reviews of the book that I read. Writing improves your sentence structure. आप के कभी कभार जहन में चीज़ें होती है, बट ओपिनियंस होते हैं, बातें भी होती है, बट वो आप ऑर्गेनाइज करके बोल नहीं सकते बिकॉज आपने कभी उसको प्रैक्टिस ही नहीं किया है ऑर्गेनाइज अपने सेंटेंसेस को स्ट्रक्चर करने के लिए। वो कैसे होती है? वो राइटिंग से होती है। व्हेन आई एम सैड, व्हेन आई एम हैप्पी, आई ऑलवेज कॉट इट इन माई डायरी। सो या मैं अपने डायरी पे लिखती हूँ या मैं अपने फ़ोन के नोट्स में लिखती हूँ, तो आई ऑलवेज राइट. So I prefer all of you to keep a daily journal in English. I didn't have a fancy education or a perfect fluency at the start. I kept practicing and there is still a long way to go. And don't wait for someone to motivate you. जिन्होंने करना होगा वो मेरा ये वीडियो देखने से पहले भी कर रहे होंगे, इस वीडियो को देखने के बाद भी शायद कर रहे हो, पर जिन्होंने नहीं करना होगा वो ये वीडियो देख के बस इसको बाकी सोशल मीडिया की तरह बस सुन के इस कान से सुन के इस कान से निकाल देंगे. You don't deserve the bare minimum. Stop accepting the bare minimum for yourself. The life that you're living shouldn't be the bare minimum. Sometimes you cannot find the encouragement from your family, from your friends, but you have to find that encouragement from your guts. And if you have that inside you, and if you have that inside you, then you do not need an outer motivation. So don't ever blame your friends, your family, or your surroundings for something or someone you are. For me, having the next small dream always worked for me. तो मेरे अभी भी बहुत फ्यूचर की मैं प्लानिंग नहीं करती कि मैं 5 साल के बाद ये बनूंगी. मेरा हमेशा नेक्स्ट स्मॉल गोल क्या होता है, जो वो नेक्स्ट स्मॉल गोल है वो इंटरकनेक्टेड होते हैं, तो लास्ट में मुझे कुछ मतलब बिग अचीव करने के लिए वो मुझे हेल्प करते हैं. तो अपना कोई छोटा गोल रख लो, जर्नलिंग करने का, बुक रीड करने का, डिबेट में पार्टिसिपेट करने का, या इवन क्लास में बोलने का. आप कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं हो कोई क्लास में भी, लाइक इट्स नॉट ईजी टू go and talk in front of 100 people or even 10 people in your class. It's very hard. It's not easy to be at this side of the camera, and it's not easy to be on the stage or to be on the dais. आप इस चीज से अपना start कर सकते हो कि you start speaking in your classroom. That would be your first step, first small goal. And the only thing I knew was to work bloody hard, and I did that. And in that process, I learned confidence, I learned fluency, I learned everything that I'm today. Worked so hard for what I am today, where I am today, and I have squeezed every drop of the opportunity that came in my way. सो इसी नोट के साथ वीडियो ख़त्म करते हैं. स्टार्ट टुडे, स्पीक विद कॉन्फिडेंस, मेक मिस्टेक्स, लर्न, improve, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more contents. Eid Mubarak again, and see you in the next video. Cheers.